What's up, and welcome to Nighttime at the Nerd Bar, episode 179. Woo-hoo!
Yes.
Yes.
Happy spooky season.
Yes. We're bringing that Monday energy live. We got a whole bunch of fun stuff in store, so stick around. I am Carrie Lane.
I'm Katie Cullen.
Welcome, special guest!
Hello, I'm Ryan Colt Levy.
Yes, welcome back.
Thank you.
For fans who don't know, he was on our very first episode, which is exciting, and
That's
for episode
so crazy.
100.
Yeah,
right?
That's so crazy to think about. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So we are going to be talking with Ryan for a bit. Then we're going to cover anime news, as well as a couple of anime shows, Animations Film Festival, and a whole lot more. So stick around for all of that. Yes. Join us in the live chat if you're watching live. Let me click over to our. There it is. There's the banner.
Yay!
Well, you've had your big traveling of festivals, and you have a movie coming up. We got Chainsaw Man coming out Thursday, the 23rd. Woo!
Yeah, I apologize. There's apparently a giant plane of some sort going over. I don't know if you could hear it, but
we can't hear it.
It's all good.
Okay.
We can't hear it. You're good.
Well, I just called myself out then, but I felt like I had to be honest. Man, I feel like it's been a whirlwind to get here because, it was 3 years ago that the show first aired and ended. And we have been waiting equally as long to work on this and put this out. So just as long as everyone has been waiting to watch it, I had been waiting to get back into Denji's shoes. And in that time, I've traveled roughly 20 to 30 times for conventions each of those years. So it has been not only just like a journey of sitting with the characters for that long and having it be out, but that many people that I've gotten to meet all over the country in different parts of the world who have really connected with the show and the characters and are so like extraordinarily cool. And then we get to this point now where we're now at this really, really special arc, and it gets to be a movie, and the fact that it comes out in a few days is very surreal. It's like, it's weird how it takes forever and then you're here,
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since the series has been out, in case people have forgotten. What show off your fun thing that some people might see at the movie theaters?
You caught him right in the middle of TV.
Yeah, sorry, right in the middle of it. But actually,
it's always like when you're at a restaurant and then the waiter's like, "How's your food?" And it's right after you've taken a bite, and you're like,
Yeah,
and like,
it's good.
They know. They always know. They always look at you. And they're like, "Yeah, I don't think they do it on purpose, but I think they understand that it's a universal thing."
Yeah.
I was a waitress for a while. We don't do it on purpose, but it does happen often.
It's eerily like, yeah, exactly. The really, really cool people at Cinemark actually sent me the coveted Pochita popcorn bucket. And this boy, he hefty. I gotta say, I mean, I've shown it to you guys before, but we got to show the people. I was legitimately impressed at how much popcorn it fills. Like, it's the whole dog, man.
Yeah.
This is like a proper serving, and he's like legitimately adorable. So I feel like the handle is hefty, and you could take him around in life afterwards, and maybe make a purse out of him or something. I don't know. There's a lot of uses for a cookie jar.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
There's a lot going on here. I know I'm gonna figure something out for him.
I doubt he's dishwasher safe. I don't think I'd put him in the dishwasher.
No, I mean, look, you want to treat him delicately. I would hand wash him no matter what, right?
Yeah. And that handle is so convenient for a popcorn bucket. Oh my God. As a large popcorn girly myself.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, I will say I've seen the as of this weekend, someone brought over the Chainsaw Man helmet. That's the one from Japan, and it's beautiful, but it holds nowhere near as much popcorn. So
interesting.
Yeah, we win there.
Yeah.
Cinemark out here like, we know that you want popcorn and Pochita.
Yes.
So we got you covered.
Best boy and to be full.
Best boy, best snack.
And you were mentioning how long it's been. What was that process like for you coming back into this character? And was the process doing a movie any different for you than doing the show?
Weirdly, The process isn't really that different, because when you are dubbing stuff, it's just you're working to the picture. You have the script set. You're working with. It's not like the environment changes or anything. The difference is, like, you may have a shorter amount of time to do all the stuff that you want to do because you have to get it all into them, and you're doing a lot more in that time. Like when we did the show, we do about an episode a week, and this movie is roughly like 4 or 5 episodes, and I did it in like 4 days, and it was like 20 hours or so of recording, maybe a little less, but I pushed it. My voice was completely gone by the last day.
Not like Enjin doesn't yell or anything.
It was, and we really just kind of, I gave it everything, because one, I've missed it. I've missed him so much, and I've missed being in that space, and it's very cathartic. And also, as much as you want to be smart and protect yourself, there's also, you got to give it to a certain extent with a character like that it doesn't feel right without. And I knew that I was just, going to go all in, and it was probably going to happen, but I was going to hope it wouldn't. And it was nothing on, like, the directors were amazing. They really took care of me. It was me just pushing way too much. But I will say that the thing that was kind of interesting to me was I thought I was going to be a lot more picky throughout the recording process, and like ask for more takes and just be more like, overthinking, whatever I had done. And I got very lucky that, the directors that I worked with were amazing and made me feel really comfortable and safe and trusted me that I knew the character. And I really think we all just kind of went off instinct, and when it felt right, it just felt right. So we really didn't do too many takes of anything, and we just kind of like flew through the thing. It was a fever dream, really, because I was thinking the whole time in real time, like, savor this because it's going to go by so fast. And it did. It was like a blur after waiting for so long. So I'm really excited because I haven't seen it yet. So I am
okay.
She has.
I saw it. We'll talk about that after, so everybody stay tuned. But that'll be a fun one.
That's no, I'm very excited. I'm gonna freak out. Oh, hello.
Got no Laura in the chat says hello, everybody, and Enjin. Yes.
So you're going to be sitting in the theater this week going, I don't remember saying that. I sound really good, but I don't remember that.
Well, see, what's funny is Enjin is the only character where I remember every line of dialogue because, like, not every single line in every episode or whatever, but like I remember the pivotal moments, and I remember, the funny moments, and I remember moments that stick with me when recording it. And those have kind of shown to be the ones that have resonated with people as well, as far as the show is concerned. So I'm hoping that it will be the same with the movie. The line, there's a line in the middle of the movie that's really important, and I've thought about for a very, very, very long time. And I'm curious to hear it myself because I'm like, please don't screw it up.
I'm sure you nailed it. Just from how you talk about the sessions, I am sure you nailed it.
Well, that's very sweet.
With Chainsaw Man, it's just completely bonkers off the wall. This movie is definitely that. Were there any particular lines that surprised? You've already done the show, but were there any lines that surprised you that are in the film?
Yeah. No, there's I don't want to spoil it, but there's a couple that we got to improvise a couple of things that were we were playing with some ideas, in certain scenes, especially in some of the fight scenes. And there were a couple of lines that we played with that we ended up throwing around. And, it's always about making it character based instead of it being like, oh, I just came up with a funny idea, let's throw it in there, because like then it's stupid, like then it doesn't actually connect with anything, and it's you just like that's an ego thing. But if you can find a way to make the joke that works for the character, that feels like an inside joke and kind of plays that the audience can also laugh at, there's stuff that we got in there that I'm excited to see how it will play. Because I'm also, this is a rare opportunity outside of the very first episode, which we brought to New York Comic-Con 3 years ago, this is going to be the first time throughout the entire run of the first season in which nobody knew who I was when the show first came out, and now they've lived with me in this character for a few years. And now I get to watch this with an audience, I get to feel them experience it. And that is like a very special thing. So I normally, you get to hear about it when you meet people afterwards, but I don't get to watch people watch it. I don't get to see how they respond to it in real time. So that's like a really special thing for me.
We get to be in the theater with them and hear them lose their minds.
Yeah. Like, because
they definitely did. Like, so I'm excited for the people to hear yours.
Yeah. Well, I'm very, very curious what you're going to think. I know there are just, moments that are just so that when I was recording them, I was like in shock, and I've read the thing, so it was like, it was so wild to me what they've achieved, at MAPPA in Japan. They're amazing.
Yeah. We do have a question from the chat real quick.
Sure.
Noah Lar says, question, did you crack up laughing when he said nuts or nothing?
Of course I did. It's one of the greatest moments ever in a recording session. There were so many times, probably most of the lines that you are thinking that when I would go in to record, even knowing the show, our writer Jessica Slies for season 1 was just a genius and would come up with these, again, very character based, very human lines, and they were so funny. And the best part is you get to say it with full gusto, and then in between the takes you get to like just crack up at how amazing your job is.
Yeah. So you talked a little bit about one particular line you were hoping you nailed. You talked about seeing audience interactions. Without spoilers, what are you looking forward to the audience seeing in this movie? I realize that's a hard one without spoilers.
No. Like... I think in so many ways, the first season, while being so beautiful and crazy and funny and sad and scary and punk rock and weird, and it has everything, but it's such a finite amount of the story, and this arc is really where the story kind of like takes flight. When you read it, I think it's the same thing. They move so fast when you read the manga, and same when you watch the show. It just kind of like breezes by. So by the time the first season ends, a lot of people are like, where's
the rest of it?
And I think they, a lot of people, what's been exciting to me is, talking to so many throughout the last couple of years, is a lot of people have an idea of what they think it is. And in the same way that when you first see the name or the cover of the manga and you haven't seen the show yet or read the book, and then you go in and you think you know what it is, and then it flips it on you immediately. The movie's going to do a very similar thing, where I think a lot of people are going into this who've only seen the show and they're like, I know what Chainsaw Man is. They're going to go into this movie and get turned inside out. And I think, really be like, oh, now I get it. I'm very excited. It's a really special part of the story, and the execution is unreal.
All right.
Yeah.
Got another one from the chat. Noah Lara says, what do you think of Denji and Power dynamic chemistry as a duo?
It's so much fun. It's like the craziest, like, I call myself and Sarah, it's like the idiot sibling energy, where you're just kind of two knuckleheads who share one brain cell. And there's this kind of weird, the whole Hayakawa family dynamic is this sort of like found family, forced together, but they kind of don't even realize how much they are like really blending together and becoming a thing, and how much they do care about each other. But I love it's like Beavis and Butthead or something, I love it.
I can see that. Yeah. There, for anybody who hasn't checked out Chainsaw Man, 1, go check it out. 2, Power is a very interesting, unique character.
Yeah, you can't
he and Denji together are so funny.
Yeah. He's got a dog, she's got a cat. Obviously, that's all you need to know.
Yes, exactly. You got your peanut butter in my chocolate.
Yes, exactly.
Nice. how has you it's been an interesting journey of us, meeting you way back when, and you had a your role in My Hero Academia, and now this has kind of exploded. How has that journey been for you as a voice actor, getting to connect with fans now much more and getting more recognizable characters?
It's a very surreal thing, because like I am immediately aware of it being an extraordinary privilege. It's not something that is just like normal, in this process, and nor is it something I ever expected. And it feels like such a cool, beautiful thing that like I'm so fortunate to get to share. That I'm also very lucky that this story is something I really believe in and love myself, and that's very rare, that you get to find success doing something that you really, really connect with. And when I go out to meet people, like I want to geek out about the newest manga chapter, and or whatever their cosplay is, or look at their artwork, or their I'm genuinely so enthusiastic about it, that it's like it's such a fun, crazy ride to be able to like go travel around and be in different places, and meet all kinds of amazing people, and try weird food, and see cool art museums, and like it's like a cultural kind of love bomb. And I feel a great responsibility, especially knowing how many people have connected with the performances and stuff. And I didn't create this story, I just get to be a vessel for it. So I'm lucky that I get to go on this adventure, and I get to share it with so many people who are so passionate about it. So it's just fun to kind of like get to celebrate it in real time while we're doing it, and I'm so excited, because I am on a little break right now to get to like soak up the experience of going to see this movie. And then when I do go back out there, I'll get to talk about it finally. So, there's a lot of, there's so much for years I have not been able to say. And I'm like, oh man, panels can be different now.
How long ago did you record this?
Well, not very long ago. It was like early September, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
But you're a manga reader, so you've known that this story twist was coming for a hot minute. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I've had lines of dialogue in my heart for years. Like it's,
well, I'd also
been a
say
long
on
time coming.
Your brain too. You said a love bomb, and I'm like, good pun for the movie.
You know what?
Hey.
See, it's just on my brain.
Yeah. Yes.
I have to ask, because you brought it up, what's your favorite art museum that you've visited?
Ooh.
Oh man.
Or what stood out to you?
Of course, now my brain is just like melting.
Right?
Trying to think of, honestly, the most incredible art museums that I saw more recently were in Melbourne, Australia. I mean, just galleries, and I can't, there's no one like museum name off the top of my head right now coming through, but I kind of went on a tear over there, and they just have an amazing art scene. Like they have tons of just street galleries and all kinds of pop-ups, and it's a very art forward city. So I'll cheat and I'll just say Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, love Melbourne. It's a great place. Great.
Yeah.
Excellent. Awesome. We also get not a question, but I like this. No, Lars, it's not a question.
Oh.
Ryan, but thank you and the cast for bringing Chainsaw Man to life.
That's very sweet. Thank you. It means a lot to us. So thank you.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the fans?
I just am so grateful that people have been so kind and so connected and not disappointed, because the last thing I wanted to do was do this thing and people not feel like it's the character they had in their mind. That would be like the most devastating thing. So I'm just so happy that people are connecting with it, and I cannot wait for you guys to see this movie. And I mean, if you haven't read the manga, it's a hell of a ride. So just prepare yourselves and just know that I am there holding your hand, even if it's just spiritually.
Yay. Awesome. And where can people follow you online and keep up with what you're working on and posting? Because you do post some really awesome photos with people that you've met at the conventions and everything, and just other cool stuff. So where can people follow you?
On Instagram, it's just my first and middle name, so it's just Ryan Colt. And then on Twitter, or whatever the hell it's called now, I just use my full name. So I try and keep it as easy as possible,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Branding.
I love posting my adventures and things and sharing other people's cool stuff. So come hang.
All right.
Well,
That was good. That was in stereo.
Yeah,
It's almost like we've been doing this for 179 episodes.
Yes, exactly.
Well, thank you so much again, and hopefully we'll see you back for episode 200.
Yes, and congrats for you guys. You guys are rock stars. This is so cool, and thank you for having me back.
We try. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, of
you
course.
are, as always, a delight to talk to.
Yes.
Appreciate you. Well, till next time, friends.
Yes.
Till next time, have a lovely night.
And another jet is taking me out.
Yeah. You are zipping off. Yes. Well, thank you again, and see ya. And Chainsaw Man comes out Thursday, so go see it. I was like,
he is a delight.
So fun, and yes, he is wonderful to talk with. And if you didn't get to see it, go back to episode 1. Be nice, like I'm like, it's a Monday, so it's not really a throwback Monday, but either way. Yes.
Episode 1 when I was having incredible technical difficulties because I was still working out my setup.
I had wild ones too. And then I got this fun little thing at the Animations Film Festival, which we'll talk a little bit about that later too.
The little guy.
I was like, it's such a cute thing that they gave out. Let's get
such a good
right
little
into
face.
Yes. Okay. Let's get right into it of things we're excited about because there's a lot. I'll kick things off.
You start us off. Yes.
Okay. So this is news from G Kids. Tickets are on sale now for the 4K restoration of Angel's Egg. We have talked about this when it went. I had a theater run like long while ago. Or no, not it was a film festival premiere. There we go. I was like, I know we talked about this at some point. Screening is going to be on November 12th. And G Kids to hold advanced screenings at Dolby Cinema locations November 12th. There we go. Let's read the full sentence. And the first ever North American nationwide theatrical release will be November 19th and 20th. There we go. So mark your calendar. So 4K restoration. Tickets are on sale now for early access screenings at select Dolby Cinema at AMC theater locations. And so this was released directly to home video back in 1985. So that's exciting to get to have it come to theaters in 4K restoration. Also go follow G Kids for more information to be up to date on their releases. Which also, go ahead.
No, just they were a main facilitator of the Animation is Film Festival this past weekend. So G Kids does a lot across many different mediums and genres, and it is well worth it to be following them and keeping up on things.
Which, speaking of tie-in of that, so the Academy Award nominated studio Cartoon Saloon's new short, Iru, is going to play in theaters with Little Amelie, or the character of Rain, which this film was at the Animations Film Festival as well. And so, but now you get to see this short film. It's Iru, Iru, and that will be starting November 7th. So it is very soon. And
the art that we're seeing for it in this email is beautiful.
Which, hold on, where to go? This one. Go follow NTNTNB on Twitter and Blue Sky because we post links and photos and visuals and things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that announcement. Next up, we have one more.
You had two.
Yep. I had one more. No, well, G Kids, this wasn't. This one's just real quick too. Of which we'll go into recommendations and talk about Animation Film Festival at that because we saw a lot of things that we want to talk about. But this one, announcement-wise, real quick, All You Need Is Kill is coming to theaters in North America January 16th. And I saw that one, enjoyed it. Stick around for full thoughts later, but coming to theaters on January 16th.
And for those of you going, boy, that sounds familiar. If you remember the Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt movie Edge of Tomorrow, which then turned into Live, Die, Repeat, or other way,
And it was a book before that too.
And it was a book before that. So this adaptation came before that Hollywood adaptation. I believe the book was the OG and this was the first adaptation.
And this one, we'll talk more about it because then there was a comment from the director, which I'm going to hold that thought, which we'll come back to that. So
it's like
put a pin on that.
Yes, here's the pin where we usually put pins on the show back here.
I was like, wait, can I
with the
reach that wall?
conspiracy
There we go.
board.
I'm gonna go. There we go. The back side of it.
Are you putting it on the back of my screen? Carrie, I need that. It's already got one hole in it. It doesn't need any more. It actually does have a hole in it, but you can't see it. Only I know, and everyone else.
Yeah.
Anyway, continuing on with people who distribute a lot, Crunchyroll. We have more DVD and Blu-ray releases from Crunchyroll. The big one is Assassination Classroom Complete Series Limited Blu-ray box set this January 2026. So dropping in January. This, honestly, it's beautiful. It's bright yellow. It looks great. So the limited edition exclusive has 3 art cards. Special features include interviews with the dubcast, episode commentaries for seasons 1 and 2. Not every episode, but a number of them. Top 10 moments, Many Faces of Koro Sensei, episode 0, meeting time. Texas opening and ending, episode previews, trailers, and then for the movie, there's video commentary, promo videos, and trailers. So if you have never Assassination Classroomed in your life and you would like to, or if it is one of your favorite things and you would like to own all of it, it is dropping in January 2026, available at the Crunchyroll store. The other things it has coming are Blue Lock Season 2, with art card, promo videos, a mini anime that is also dropping in 2026. So on January 13th, we have Assassinations Classroom, full series, Blue Lock Season 2, Headhunted to Another World from Salarymen to Big Four, the complete season. All of those are January 13th. And January 27th is One Piece Season 14, Voyage 8, episodes 977 to 988. So that is a little after most people's gift-giving seasons. However, as we always say, if you want to pre-order it for yourself, do future you a favor, honestly. But if you want to pre-order it from someone from gift-giving season, those both should have been 4s. Happy Monday. Print it out, put it in a card, give them the card, and that way when they see the printout of the thing, they know that it is on their way, and it's just not there yet because of the laws of physics and not violating street dates, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, continuing on with fun DVD releases, Animego announces Blackjack, the complete OVA series, home media debut. So Blackjack is a classic, you guys. One of our old school anime. A riveting Dr. House meets the X-Files style medical drama based on the best-selling 1970s manga series by Osamu Tezuka, which, if you don't know that name, look the man up. He is one of the greats. The Blackjack OVAs depict the adventures of a mysterious but extraordinarily talented physician who solves the most challenging medical cases for a price. So we have 3 expanded episodes. They are at mediaocd.com if you want to pre-order them. And they are dropping on December 16th. So this is in time for gift-giving season, depending on when your gift-giving season starts this year. So definitely drop by Anime OCD. Check that out. Thank you, Animego. And finally, from Tokyo Pop manga are now available on Manga Plaza. So below we have a few Tokyo Pop titles available on Manga Plaza. More will be added in the future. We have The Margrave's Daughter and the Enemy Prince. The Unwanted Bride loves the Crown Prince with all her heart. The Person I Loved asked me to die in my sister's stead. That's an eye catch. My Beautiful Man and Fangs. So if you head to Manga Plaza, which is one of the US's largest digital manga content libraries, you will be able to access these, and more will be coming. Additionally, you will earn points for Tokyo Pop titles. For a limited time, users can earn 100% point rewards for all individual purchases from October 16th, which was a few days ago, until October 30th, so almost the end of the month. So again, drop by Manga Plaza, pick you up some Tokyo Pop manga.
Woohoo! Looking over in the chat, this is fun. Rab Adler says, we can't see the hole because it's the magic of cinema.
You also can't see the hole because it's down there somewhere. Like it is
But that
behind
is
the
the
chair.
magic of cinema. It's
Yes,
like
the
strategic
magic of
shots.
cinema is that the hole is hidden.
Mwah. Yes. All right. So let's dive right into our show.
Do we want to do AIFF first, since it's on our minds and you've got the thing open?
That's true.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's talk a little Animation is Film Festival.
Yes.
We always have a very, very good. This is what, like our 5th
Yes.
or 6th year covering this.
It's been a bit.
One
Yes.
or
I'm
the
like,
other of us.
"Ugh."
We've been doing this for a hot minute, and it is always an exceptionally good time.
Yep.
The opening red carpet usually has filmmakers who have things premiering from all over the weekend coming to talk about what they're releasing. They have talent. It's just a very fun time to talk to people and to see some frankly incredible movies, starting with the opening movie for the festival and Friday night's premiere of Mamoru Hosoda's Scarlet, which was beautiful. I think they were saying it's the first time he's gone into 3D animation.
I think so. And they also
Yes.
talked about the realism that that this film went for in some of the background shots too,
Yeah.
trying to get it a different style. So it was cool to see playing with a kind of almost not that different, but a different art kind of style than some of his previous films.
Yeah.
We do have an interview with the director. I'm going to put a link down below here so you can see our playlist where we got to speak with some of the different filmmakers over the course of the weekend. And yeah, there was a beautiful movie. It is definitely on the epic side of things and a never-ending quest of revenge. And is it worth it? So that was that was great to see with an audience, like having the audience reaction and the energy. And as Katie was saying, yeah, this festival is so wonderful as it's really intimate too. And it's all in kind of one spot, which is nice at the Chinese theater. And you just get to pop into different films and other people are just so excited to see movies. And it's just like, all about the love of cinema, which we did get some really great interviews with some, we had an animation historian. I want to say he was an animation historian.
He's an animation historian, and I could have just listened to him talk for an hour. Sign me up for that man's TED Talk / symposium / whatever. My goodness.
We also had the president of G Kids, got to speak with him about, G Kids' mission and working with the festival and everything. And that was also really fascinating. And just really the biggest thing is like what the title is. Animation is film. It's not just for kids or anything like that. And we can see the power of, animation, of people getting so excited. Like K-pop Demon Hunters had a panel there, and just the
Pretty Please, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl had a panel there.
Yep. And so some great stuff. So Chainsaw Man had their North American premiere, which thank you so much. They gave these out to everybody in the theater. So this is Sony, I think then is who provided these. And that is amazing. It was so fun. I was like, look how cute. This is the, I was showing Ryan before. It's the U2s.
Okay, yeah.
So you and
they do pretty solid stuff.
Oh, it's so nice and soft too. It's so nice. Yeah. And this was just great. As everybody walked into the premiere, it was the sub premiere. So I have not seen the dub premiere with Ryan yet, but the sub premiere energy was hype. Let me tell you, there was a lot of cosplayers. We have some footage of that we'll post. And they had a character, a mascot person on the carpet dressed as this little cutie patootie. So that was fun.
Amazing.
The movie is super fun. Enjoyed it. If you're a Chainsaw Man fan, absolutely go see it. If you have never seen Chainsaw Man, it might be a bit like jumping into the deep end of the pool because there is character development, but you're not really getting a lot because we already know who some of these people and entities are. Though even from the first season, a lot we don't know, but there's just like subtle details that maybe if you are somebody who likes to have more full context, but there really is only just one season. So go watch the show and then go see it in theaters because it's such a fun continuation of it. And it is a wild ride. It's just like, whoo, you don't think it could get any weirder and it does. And you love it for that. So new theme song music. They had music in it. Oh my gosh.
Excellent.
So exciting. That's what starts off with it. And I'm like, yes, this song is so good. It just makes you want to bop. That if this was on the series, this would be the opener, and it was so fun. So I'm curious if they'll release it, because I felt beats where I would see it as being episodes, but they could. So we'll see what they do, if they're gonna, release it as just a film, or if people are gonna watch it as episodes. But
might be both.
It might be both. They might do that too. I would recommend watching it as a movie, because it really does, like, it's very cohesive and very entertaining, and it is a little more adult. There's some nudity, a lot of nudity, a lot of gore, blood, guts, all that, which is pretty typical, and then raunchy language stuff. So yay! But yes, it's very fun, and it is exactly, if you are into Chainsaw Man, this is just even more hype and more fun, that I highly recommend. It was just really good time, and with an audience, so fun, because people just like the energy of them, like, let's go.
Oh yeah. And you also got to see a few other things at the festival, right?
Yes, I like this. Rab Adler says Chainsaw Man has no chill, and I think it's good. Yes.
The point of Chainsaw Man is not to have chill.
Yeah, no.
Chainsaw Man is the opposite of chill.
Yeah, that is 100%. Pull that lever and go. I saw Chow, which was beautiful. So that's CHA and a big O is how they wrote it. It is a beautiful love story. It's a human and a mermaid who get married, and it's like diplomatic kind of reasons at first. I did miss the very beginning, because I was interviewing one of the filmmakers, but I only missed the first 5 minutes. But pretty much they get married. It's kind of like, but it is a still cute love story about, like, childhood promises. How do you make that work? What's important in a relationship? And so at the core, yes, it's simple, like, from different worlds falling in love, but it's so cute. It was just like, this is beautiful, and just like, there's some stuff later, and like, again, children and like memory of that stuff is just so cute. So Chow, highly recommend. Which tied into Chainsaw Man, I think not Chainsaw Man, tied into All You Need Is Kill. It is I don't know if it is the same character, like character designer, but it does have some similarities in the art style. So All You Need Is Kill does have a real fun flavor of what it looks like. It is a really fun action movie, Groundhog's Day, if you have no idea about any of those stories, but it's pretty much aliens land, and this girl is repeating the same day trying to figure it out. So our protagonist, because I was like, well, Tom Cruise one, I'm like, do we make
it is Alien Invasion Groundhog Day?
Yes.
Like they were pretty clear about the marketing for.
Yes.
I will forever call it Edge of Tomorrow, because there's a Drawfee sketch about it, and that lives in my head rent free. It's a Togedemaru bit.
I was like, hold on, I'm getting the name real quick, because there is, okay. If I pronounce his name wrong, apologies, but Natsuke Hanae, sorry if I say it wrong, but the Japanese voice of Tanjiro is the voice of a male character in All You Need Is Kill, and he is the voice in Chainsaw Man. So it was fun to be like, I recognize that voice.
It's that guy.
And it's a very kind of different role for him, because I'd say Tanjiro's a little more mellow, but in Chainsaw Man, his character is like wild, and All You Need Is Kill is a little more to his more soft boy, nice person character. But I did really enjoy All You Need Is Kill as well. It is long, because it is repeating the days, so that was a thing. And the shorts program, absolutely love that. It was, they're just such a neat way to see storytelling in a small nutshell, because then you get a bunch in one sitting. The other thing, which thank you AIFF, thank you for getting the interviews with the filmmakers, because even if they couldn't attend, I really appreciate how this film festival has interviews with them after the movie, like their short film, going, this is where my inspiration came from, this is what I was trying to do, this is the medium I was working from. Because I understand they're international, not everybody can always come to the festival, but this is it's so simple. But I've been to other festivals and they don't have that, and then you sit there going, I don't know if I
There's
understood
some
it.
context there that I'm missing.
Or you're like, so where'd this idea come from? So it's it's just a quick 60 seconds, maybe a couple minutes max, and they're talking about it. Love that. So yeah, do highly recommend shorts programs. Really, it's a great way to meet those filmmakers at kind of the beginning of a concept too, because sometimes the short is what leads into the feature.
All right.
But I think that was everything I saw. And you saw some stuff too.
I did. I had a slightly more abbreviated experience because a few months ago I bought non-refundable tickets for an event on Saturday night. So it was like, oh, okay, this is the same date. So I went to the premiere of the Paranorman 3D remaster. And if you haven't seen Paranorman, you should. It's a Halloween classic for a reason. It is an absolutely beautiful movie. And it's made by Leica, who does, stop motion. And when they shot it, they actually did shoot it in 3D. So every time they moved something and then took that picture, they would take one picture for each eye. So this movie was made for 3D to begin with. And the remaster is absolutely beautiful. I had a little trouble with the 3D, but only because I still mask in public. And so occasionally it was, all right, move the glasses a little further down so they stop fogging up. Okay, we're back in business. But that's a me problem, not a film problem.
Yeah.
It's always fun to see Paranorman. It was very fun to see it with an audience. And the remaster is absolutely beautiful. And the movie is a classic. If you have not seen it, you need to see it. Now is the right season. Even if you can't handle scary movies, it's not really a scary movie. It's
more spoopy.
My roommate refers to the genre as candy-coated horror.
Yeah.
Horror for kids.
Yep.
So it is an all-ages movie, and goddamn if it doesn't have some morals that we could definitely stand to have a refresher on right about now. So A+. And if you go see it in theaters, there is a new CG animated short in front of it called The Thrifting, which is just cute. It's like, I want to say 5-6 minutes long, and it's absolutely adorable. And, set in the world with the same characters, just a really good time.
Nice.
So yeah, that was what I did. I don't have the candy bar that they gave us, but they did give us candy bars from Tony's Chocolonely, and it was the Paranorman 3D, and I haven't broken mine open yet, but it's sea salt caramel, so I'm very excited.
Ooh,
so we got a little bit of trick-or-treating before the Halloween movie, and I honestly love that. And yeah, check out that playlist. We will have an interview up with the film's writer and director. He was kind enough to come on the carpet and chat with us and had some very interesting things to say.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, overall, so this festival, Animation Film Festival, is always so far been October, like mid-ish to late October. So mark your calendar for next year. This is a really great one in the heart of Hollywood at the Chinese Theater. And it's just a great way to connect with other people who like animation, see some amazing films. They've also had films that have gone on to get Academy Awards and everything, like Flow
premiered last year.
Boy and the Heron, and many, many more. So it's kind of a cool feeling to get, the first glimpse before everybody else does.
AIFF last year is where I saw The Day the Earth Blew Up before it dropped in theaters in February. And still love that movie. So it's very fun for things like that. It's fun to see things a little in advance. It's fun to see it in theaters. And then afterwards, at least for the ones that I saw, they bring the director or whomever is there that did the movie down to the front and have a Q&A with them, which is very informative as to techniques and inspirations. It's just a really good time.
Yep. All right.
So A+. Definitely recommend AIFF.
Absolutely. Now to our first show that we're covering.
A recap of our shows. I think we were going to do Gachiakta first.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, speaking of not having a good time.
There's not really a good shot chaser for this week's episodes. There is no chaser. It's all shots.
Yes.
I think the two things I want to bring up have to do with the leader of the cleaners. I can't remember his first name, but the fact that his last name is Typhon stuck with me. Because
Zoidal.
Zoidal. That's why I can't remember the
it was
first name. Oh my,
Zodyl, like Zoidal.
Zoidal. Oh my,
I think it's more Zordal. Yeah,
Zodil.
Zodal, Typhon. Yes.
Don't know where Zodal comes from. Real big naming characters in Attack on Titan energy. But I've been playing a lot of Hades too. So my Greek mythology is a little closer at hand than it normally would be. And Typhon is the father of all monsters. Like Scylla and Charybdis and the Hydra, and like they all came from him. So being like, and that's this guy's name? Maybe we're just having fun and it doesn't mean anything, or maybe we aren't. I don't know.
He's a bit intimidating, that's for sure.
He's a dick. That's the other thing I want to talk about is this guy's rhetorical style. Just the way when we get that bit where Rudo's going, it's impossible to talk to him, but that's because it feels like his words are a cage. Like watching that conversation through the first time, going, answer my question. No, you're the one changing the subject. I answer your question in my own way. Now it's your turn. That's how conversations work. And I'm sitting here going, hang on. You didn't answer shit. So rewatching it today and going, oh yeah, no, this is just rhetorical techniques and very forceful delivery to trip Rudo up. It's gaslight, gatekeep, garbage. It's what it is. And I am just like, I feel like I should be impressed with you, but I'm honestly just mad that you exist. Shut up, dude. Just shut up. Which I suppose says something to how this villain is crafted and executed.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm having that reaction to him, obviously he's effective. So, like, great, you're bullying a child. Are you proud of yourself? Damn.
Right. And I don't know anything about the sphere, but I want to take it down. Okay, cool. I've never been, but
I mean, to be fair to the people on the ground, the sphere does make things worse. And we know that, like, this is all taking place in the middle of a huge garbage storm, which is the fault of the sphere. So you don't have to be personally acquainted with it to want to take it down. But some of the stuff in this conversation that was just like, I want to take down the sphere. And, Rudo has a moment where he considers the implications of this. And Typhon goes, you weren't thinking of the people you care about. You were thinking of what would happen to your victim. That means it's your higher priority. And it's like, nah, dude, you just put a very evocative image in his brain, and his brain is considering the implications of that. It's like rolling up to someone and going, hey, pink elephants. Your brain goes, oh, pink elephants. And you think about it. It's like, that doesn't mean that you're into pink elephants. It means that someone put an evocative image right in front of you and your brain's going, huh, pink elephants. Okay, what next? So this is just, again, seeing it from this side and going, oh, this is rhetorical bullshit. This is, my dude was on debate team as a kid, or was a very angry theater kid, probably closer to that. He just, god damn. And then, it's just, oh, why are you with them? Do you really think they care about you? Do you want this facsimile of friendship? I'm like, oh my God, give it a rest. Stop. So again, I'm mad at him, but I think this is also very effective, especially for Rudo, who has spent, what's he been on the ground for like 2 weeks, maybe?
Not much, yeah.
Maybe 2 weeks. Has spent it having his entire identity turned upside down, meeting a bunch of new people, getting used to a new way of life and a new way of doing things. So to have some guy show up and go, it's all fake, don't you know? That's just like, bro, please. God damn. So yeah, I don't like him, and I'm very frustrated by his bullshit, but that just makes him an effective villain.
That's
honestly.
fair. No other, nope, I have no other comments on it. I don't think I was quite as bothered. So it's entertaining to hear that. But I like this.
Keep garbage, I'm telling you. That's what it is. That's what it is. Making me crazy. Like, fuck this guy. I'm done with him.
He's a benevolent god in the world of Greyhawk. I'm not sure. I'm
missing the reference. I'm sure it's a reference and I'm missing it.
Well, speaking
Yeah.
of someone who's handling the situation better, Nolar says, I crack up laughing at Enjin being chill and going down to his battle area. Yes, I love he's sitting in his umbrella and he's like, just go with the flow. You're gonna end up getting pulled anyways.
I wonder if this, I hesitate to be like, it's a larger philosophical understanding of Enjin, but like really, this is how the dude functions.
Yes.
It's understanding what you can change and understanding what you need to do to survive. So it's like garbage avalanche. If I try to fight it, I'm gonna get wrecked and then still be swept away. So might as well ride the current and deal with things. It was only the fork in the road where he went, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Because I think he figured they would all be swept away together and then deal with it. It's the splitting the party that was the problem.
Yes. Well, I think overall, a lot of the cleaners have general chill vibes because that was also something with Rio too, that she was like, well, it's better to be calm and chill instead of freaking out about stuff. Though I like her pairing because that was unexpected of hair and scissors. Great. Just kidding. Electro, like staticky hair.
And just running a plastic comb through your hair causes static electricity. And like, I grew up in the mountains of Colorado, which doesn't have a lot of moisture most of the year. So yeah, the static is real. The static is super real. So when she did that, I was like, oh yeah, no, she's right.
She's like,
extremely correct. Like, oh no, it's not silky, it's staticky. I'm like, no, I'll take it. That's fun.
I liked it.
Fun. It's so interesting.
Because the start of their fight was entertaining. We don't see a whole ton with them, but I like them together.
We get the little kitten and the freaking out over the cockroach going, how soft are you that you're freaking out over a cockroach? It's like, oh, calm down.
Yeah. Where did she go? It was our Gita or Guita.
It's Kaiju girl?
Fantasia. Our Fantasia. I thought she was hilarious so too.
I figured that someone would be left alone because we didn't see as many raiders as we did cleaners.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, someone's going to be on their lonesome. I'll be interested to see what's up with it being her.
I want to know more with her, and I want to know what like her abilities and things like the ones we haven't gotten a chance to see. I like it.
We didn't get to see much from the Santas and the cowboy hat. So
I like this. Nolar says, and now we understand why Jabber is Coco Bananas. Look at his leader with his god complex.
I mean, on the one hand, fair. On the other hand, I feel like Jabber was already Cuckoo Bananas. And it's Typhon that is able to, like, direct him to understand, okay, this is how he functions. All I need to do is turn him in this direction and make sure he knows what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
I was like, we don't know what Typhon's vital instrument is.
I want to know what he can do,
We don't know what it augments. Because his eyes aren't glowing, so it's not something that messes with his speech. He's just like that.
Yeah. Well, no, just thinking that these people respect him and follow him. So I'm curious.
Fear him, I'd say.
Fear him. Yeah. Yeah. Because they're like, I got to get back. Boss is upset. So I want to know more of that. So yeah, speaking of, we had our Zonka fight and
poor Zonka.
He's like, is this trash?
Also, I wanted to point out that when we ramped things up, when we got a second stage for
Jabber.
Thank you. Wow, my brain would not hand me that.
When those claws can change.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Yeah. When we get Voldo Part 2. The fact that he'd been calling Zonka like Mr. Bad Attitude all fight. And then when he levels up, he calls him by name. Like, oh, that too. And poor Zonka over here like, fuck. Like, no, the stick is the only thing. So I'm wondering if we are going to see Zonka unlock a second stage or if he's just going to do his best.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious of how he can fight that. And he did get creative. I did like the boulder flipping, or not really a boulder, the giant piece of ground moving. Yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
I hope he can get some kind of leveling up or have to be creative with his technique to fight him.
Another thing that would be interesting if it came into play was that he had been hit by the neurotoxin before. So the fact
could he
that
have a tolerance a little bit? You mean like build it up? I like that.
a little bit, not definitely
not a lot, but a little.
not as crazy as Jabbers is to his own toxin, but something.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see if that comes into play. And I
like
have no idea what we're in for here, but
yeah.
And then we haven't even seen the other matchups aside from the little shy guy watching Enjin going, hey, hey, hey.
That was also weird. Oh, I love the shy guy going, he's so cool. Yes.
Why do you think he's so cool? He's doing what my cat does when she wants attention. Next thing you know, he's going to start chewing on plastic. Things the cat does when she wants attention. Sits in the middle of a room and screams, chews on plastic. Like, all right, sweetie pie.
I agree. I like that too. I do like this one. Good point. Nora Lara says, if anime has taught me anything, never underestimate the elderly, especially the old man with that hat. I am, that is a 2 against 1. So I'm curious on that fight. And I just want to see more abilities. So I'm like, yes, show me more.
Yeah. Show me these vital instruments. Because this show is not afraid to be creative.
Yes.
And so I will be intrigued to see what we get.
Yep. Yeah. I feel that kind of covers it because it was mostly fight and get ready to fight.
Oh, I want to bring up one last thing, but this is a production side, not a story side. They're no longer simuldubbing. The dub is now 2 weeks behind.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a little upset by this. I can understand why they'd want to do it if they needed more time. If production schedules have been crazy, like, I get it.
Okay.
I get that sometimes you have to make a shift in order for things to be more feasible. Laws of physics, people can only work so many hours, etc. Like, I would prefer for people to do things like be able to go home and eat meals and have downtime. Like, so while I'm frustrated that I'm not able to watch the dub the week of and that we're not able to do our comparison of Japanese versus English localization, which I thought brought an extra layer of analysis. And I'm going to be real, I prefer the dub. I think the dub is a lot of fun. That's not something that's wrong with the show. And that's not something I'm going to hold against production because sometimes you need to make changes. It's just the reason that we're not going to be able to cover sub-dub simultaneously anymore is that, the first episode of this half the season doesn't even drop in the dub till next week.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So that's that.
Interesting.
So this is going to be sub-only coverage until further notice. Because that's how it be.
That's how it be sometimes. Yep.
On to our second shot.
Yes, our second shot. Let me get that up. There we go.
Man.
Ooh, I mean, at least his friends were alive.
Oh. This was so rude. It was so funny. It's like,
what,
they're alive. And then it was immediately, and it was like, they're alive. Not for long. Like,
no, as soon as they said, like, hey, we got to go tomorrow. And I was like, shit, they're done. They're done. We're not seeing them again. Whew, that sucks.
Yeah, no. And just his life probably would have been a lot easier had he been able to find his friends. But at that point, he was still with his mom, so it would have made more sense for him to stay with his mom. But lying about his records, he enlisted a lot earlier than they did, which is why he made sergeant.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just, I could not get over, again, big Attack on Titan naming people energy. Spoofy. I couldn't get over it because that's what I call Spotify when I'm being a smartass. Like, oh yeah, can you open up Spoofy?
He likes his L names too. Like it's been Lloyd, it's been other L things.
I don't remember.
Something.
Again, when I say naming people in Attack on Titan energy, it's the fake European names created by someone who doesn't have a lot of familiarity with European languages. And I'm not going to throw stones because who among us weebs has not made like Japanese names for characters when we don't know shit? Like this isn't a throwing stones thing. This is I can recognize this and it's funny to me. Attack on Titan is the biggest like I'm sorry, their name is what? But it is a thing. And
But we're never getting his real name, which I do find very funny.
I like that. I really like that. Maybe it'll be a reveal at series end. Who knows?
Maybe.
But
yeah.
I really like that every time it comes up, it's staticked out.
Yep.
That I enjoy that a lot.
Frankie made his first appearance. Their first meeting was interesting on opposing sides.
I do love the conversation about research and going, without context, humans abhor violence. But if you can give them a reason, they'll cheer for it. It's like, no, you're right.
Yeah.
And again, leaning on what this series has to say, because then it turned into, well, what's the reason? What reasons do we have? The higher ups are lying. We're never going to have the full answers. So I do like that a lot of Lloyd's just war experience is, if I'd had information, would this be different? And also being stuck on adults are liars. I'm a liar. Everyone lies. And going into, all right, well, what's the confluence of these? How do we put this to good use? And being recruited by the intelligence division, just like, actually, if you don't come work for us, I'll have you court-martialed. Like,
yay! Yeah. It makes sense. Like, he probably got some notice. Like, people noticed him, and he's doing well. And, you know, that makes sense of why they would recruit him. But what was it? I like that kind of natural progression of why he would want to work in the intelligence community, of seeing the failings of war and just any kind of conflict like this is when you don't have information. So I kind of like that progression for him. And back to Frankie too. I like him essentially giving subtle metaphor, and Lloyd's like, what's the point? He's like, okay, context matters.
All right.
Let me hold
trying.
your hand. Yeah.
And I would love to see what their second meeting looked like.
Yes.
Like Lloyd getting training and then getting installed on the other side of the wall and running into Frankie like Spider-Man point, Leo DiCaprio point, something. Yeah. But yeah, I do love that they have this prior meeting, this little bit of history. Like, I find this intriguing.
What else?
Poor Lloyd boy. My God, this man has been through so damn
lost
much.
so many. And that poor child, baby version of him. And yes, as we said last week, he even points out, he goes, well, the helmet is what saved me. Yeah. And just, he's always seems to be at the right place at the right time, though. Like, he happened to be somewhere else and the other building got bombed.
It really is just like, he wasn't there.
Yeah.
And he lucked out.
Yeah.
He was catching fish for dinner and then got swept into a bomb shelter, which is why he wasn't home when home got bombed. Like, it's just this continuing
this poor child
domino chain of like, well, he wasn't there, so then it led to this. And this happened, so then it led to this. Just like, okay. That's not crazy random happenstance. It's just things happen sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this poor kid.
Yeah.
And just skipping over, I lived like a rat for years and then lied about my age to join the military young. I'm like, okay, how young? How old were you, sir? Were you 15?
I'm going to go with 15, 16 maybe, because he lies for 18. You could round up a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Depending on what you look like, yeah.
Yeah, and how tall you were at that time of like looking like a kid or not. So I'm going to go with, I was thinking he was 16 was kind of my guess, actually. So
either way, he was too young to be doing this, but this also skips over like
a chunk of time.
5 to 8 years of living like a rat, as he puts it.
Yes.
So I'm like,
yep.
You have been through some shit, sir.
And he wakes up from his bad dream.
So last week when I made a joke about how the Thomas wrist bolt shocked him so much it sent him into flashbacks, it was a joke. It's like, oh, I was right.
Yep. I like that. If he faints, he gets his dream. It's a way for us to get our flashback. And then it's the, oh, yeah, now I'm waking up. But he does the pivot. He goes, but you made friends? Yes, I did. Plan B. All right.
But
So.
also the disorientation with him waking up like, where am
Who am I?
This is Lloyd's house.
Yes.
Okay, I'm Lloyd right now.
Yeah.
It's like the disorientation of someone who has had to change identities more often than some people change clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn.
Yep.
But yeah,
that was another.
And it was just Anya trying to comfort him, like, there, you're safe. It's okay.
Oh, and he got the blush though too. I was like,
yes.
Yep. It was very cute.
Yeah, but just take care of your friends. Like, yep, okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If there's any other moments that stood out to you watching, listening, leave a comment down below. I think that was kind of it. If I didn't have anything else, because
just the continuing joke of Bond, do not eat that, and then I'll make you something, and Bond going, that's worse.
No,
that's worse.
No. It's adorable. I like it. Yeah. So leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of these episodes of these two shows. All right. Oh, not that one. And stuff you should check out. So these are movies, games, things, or events we check out that we think you should check out and know about. So we did already say it multiple times already, but reiterating, I'd say check out Chainsaw Man, Chow, Scarlet, All You Need Is Kill.
And the 3D re-release of Paranorman.
Yep. Yeah. And go watch short films. Check out film festivals. Mm-hmm. Also, we've said it before, but another thing with film festivals too. Let's say you're on a budget and you're like, I don't know if I can pay for tickets. Guess what? Go be a volunteer. Volunteer at film festivals. It's a great way to get in that space and get to see movies and meet other people that are interested in filmmaking and that kind of sphere. And there's people you could be with friends years later. There's a lot of people I'm still friends with like 10 years later after volunteering at a film festival. It's really fun and a great way to see movies, especially if you're on a budget. And otherwise, even just a nice way to get out and meet people.
Yeah.
I would say
volunteer in general. I recently started volunteering someplace I'd never volunteered before.
Yeah.
And ran into a friend that I've known for years, and we kind of been in each other's periphery for about a decade. And we reconnected at that volunteer shift. And then saw them at AIFF. And I was like, oh, hi. So, it's no matter where you live, it's a small town.
Yep. I'd say those.
Yeah. And there's always some place that could use your volunteer work. If you're like, volunteer, like, I want to volunteer for something meaningful. I want to volunteer for your town probably has an animal shelter. Your town probably has, for lack of a better word, a human shelter. Your town probably has some form of food kitchen or homeless volunteering, or like your town likely has something that could use an extra pair of hands as often as you can do it. Like my normal volunteering is I spend a couple of hours almost every Sunday at a cat shelter. I've been volunteering there for 12 years and she hasn't said anything. I don't know where my cat is right now, but I also adopted her from that shelter a decade ago. Yeah. So there is always some place that could use a little help. It's really great to meet new people. And if you have trouble getting out of the house, it's really great to get out of the house and just know I will be here doing task for the next small amount of time. And it's a reason to get out of bed, get dressed, get out of the house, do a thing. Maybe you grab a meal afterwards. Maybe you meet someone you want to hang out with. Like it's good. Volunteering good.
Yes.
Like that is definitely something you should check out as your local volunteer scene.
All right. And then we both did live event things besides Film Festival, which we'll get real quick. Checked out Not Scary Farm. It's fun as always. I really liked it. They had 2 new mazes. One of them is, I want to say it's just Mary, but it's Bloody Mary, like in the mirror thing. That was a cool one. I did like it. And they had some good stuff in that one. The other one is the zoo. So it's the idea of like a little bit of a Dr. Moreau experimenting on animal people stuff. And then they've taken over the zoo. But the gag of it is the lights are mostly off throughout the maze. And you get like a little flashlight that has like a little kind of pinhole that you get to walk through. Yeah. So that was
that
pretty fun.
seems rude. I like that.
I liked it. Well, and then my little trick was, so the thing is, I think they've also designed the flashlights so that you can't like point it, because then it sounds like the batteries move and then they don't connect and it turns off. So it has to be facing down. Well, you can do it like this so that you can see better as well, and then see up higher versus down at your hip. So that's what I did. I was walking around like around here. I mean, I didn't want to shine in performers' faces anyways, but it's kind of like, can I hold this up higher to like see better? I want to see it. Like your makeup looks cool. So that one was a fun one. I did enjoy it. That was probably the longest line we had to do, but it was worth it. And yeah, so it's fun. Main thing, do not touch or harass the monster people. They are workers. They are at their job, so don't bother them.
Yeah.
So I heard somebody like joking when we were waiting to go, and I'm like, no, don't do that. And it's like, also, you'll get kicked out, so don't do that.
Yeah.
And then just have fun.
Like, guys, that's assault.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Just go and
I
have a good
understand
time.
a startle reflex, but if you're
That's
worried about your startle reflex, hands in pockets,
That's
hands
what I told
folded
him.
behind your back.
I was like, put your hands in your pockets then. And
Yeah.
I was like, no, we're not tolerating that. Don't do that.
Yeah, no.
And so that was fun. It's a good time. And bring layers, because it gets cold there at nighttime if you're planning to go later. Because started out warm, but by the end of the night, I was like, scarf and hoodie and
other
gloves.
scarf, more scarves, all the scarves.
But it was a good time was had. So yes.
Good.
What about you?
I did
You did
spooky things this week. I went to a spooky bar at, I want to say it's either the Heartbreak Saloon or the Sassafras Saloon. I can't remember. It was mid. It was just mid. It was it seemed like it would be a lot more themed as like cowboy spooky bar. But it was pretty much, the decor was pretty much like you spent $200 at Spirit Halloween.
Oh.
So there was some fun stuff, but there was also like, okay. And the upside of it was a $20 ticket did include the first drink. And given Los Angeles drink prices, that's basically the price of admission. So it was okay. It wasn't a waste of money. I have been to some of these pop-ups where it's just like, ugh, why did I come here? But it was super okay. What was not super okay, what was actually super awesome, was the Haunted Soiree, which is where I was on Saturday night. I go every year, and they've changed it up a little this year. Differences in the theater company putting it on, the fact that they were still staging Dracula the musical because it got an extended run, so they couldn't completely upend all their staging for it. So some parts were off limits that are normally used. But yeah, it's basically you go in dressed. Generally speaking, we like to dress up. If you've seen the post on my Instagram, you've seen the dress and the heels, and it was so much fun. There are costumed characters. There's a little kind of quest you can do to get the story, because the story of what's going on and where you are is different every year. There's frankly amazing performances. There was a fire dancer, there was an aerialist, there was all sorts of great stuff. There were fun photo ops. There was and the drinks were phenomenal. The drinks at the Haunted Soiree are always really good, but my gosh, this year. So this is one of those ones where we all kind of come together, take a lift or two down there and take a lift or two back, order pizza, and make sure that everyone is fed and sober before we go our separate ways. Like, we don't mess around with that because the drinks really are that good. But yeah, if you are near Glendale, they're doing it, I want to say, every weekend through Halloween. Highly, highly recommend. Do it every year. It's always a really good time. We got called out by one of the characters this year, which was hysterical. Because the first thing you have to do for a quest is find 4 tarot cards and scan the QR codes to get the clue and take it to 4 different characters. And like you find the clue. You take the clue to one character, they give you something different. You take it to another character, they give you an object. And once you have all 4 objects, you take it to one specific character, and then they give you the prize at the end, which is fun. It's a good time.
Okay.
But the first one was in the lobby, and a member of our party figured out from the URL and the QR code, hey, if you just change this little bit of the URL, we can get all 4 right now. So we did. We were all because This is also where it was a little brighter and a lot quieter than some of the other areas. So we were all putting our heads together. I had my notepad app open in my phone and we were taking down like all the clues, like who do we need to find and what do we need to say to him? Okay, this. And then we'd go do the thing. And the first character we ran into was like, do you have a 4 cards? We're like, yeah. Oh, you went here and here and here and here? To be clear, this is like 10 minutes after the event opened. So it was like, no, very obviously we have not gone to all of the places. But the person who figured out that we could change the URLs was also very confidently like, yes, we did. All right, I'm here for it. Lie to the priest character. I'm here for it. It was very fun. And I mean, part of it is what you make of it. If you just want to go in and drink and watch the shows, awesome. If you're like me and you want to go in and see everything there is to see and talk to all the people and do all the photo ops, you get out of it what you put into it. It's a good night either way.
Let us know if you've done any fun, spooky, or spoopy activities in your local area or traveled to one. Let us know. Leave a comment down below. Let people know maybe about stuff going on that they might not have heard about, because that's always fun finding new ones. All right.
I am also reading Carrie's book.
Yes.
I am that far. I'm very far.
Wow.
I messed up my sleep schedule to read this. It's really good, you guys. I'm having trouble putting it down.
Yay!
I'm really enjoying this book, you guys. And this isn't just Carrie's your friend. Of course you'd say that. No. I messed up my sleep schedule reading this book. I cannot put it down. It's real good. So yes, the Hearth Witch's Guide to Magic and Murder, available wherever books are sold. Do the thing. It's really good. And if you're like, I don't want to buy a book right now, go to your local library and find their request form. It's usually online, and say, hey, I would like this book, please. Because oftentimes they will do it in some format or another. There is an audio book. If it's not currently available, it will be available soon. I'm not sure. I'm not a huge audiobook person myself, but I know there is one. Yeah. And definitely read it. I'm really enjoying it. It's really good.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right. Make sure to go follow us over on NTATNB. That's over on Twitter and Blue Sky, as well as Fanversations, social media pages. There we go. I'm like, platforms? Yes. No. The username is the same. Go check it out. If you just search Fanversation on social media platforms, you will find us. And
Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, etc.
All the things. Yes. Thank you. Well, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in to Nighttime at the Nerd Bar. And thank you to Ryan. Round of applause.
Thank you, Ryan,
for coming on and talking Chainsaw Man. Go check that out. Coming out this Thursday. It is really fun. And do recommend.
And next week, we're doing a different day.
We're doing Tuesday next week. So it's not a Monday, but we're going to have some Tuesday energy. It'll be
same bat time, same bat channel, different bat day.
Yes. Where can people find you online?
You can follow me all over the social medias, as well as on YouTube and Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet.
And y'all can find me online at Carrie D Lane. That's Karidlane. And again, stay tuned. There's going to be a link down below for the Animations Film Festival interviews. Go check those out. And if you missed it, we also have interviews with a couple of the voice actors from Gotchi. That's also down below in case you missed those. Thank you to, we've had a couple of voice actors from that show on here. So check those back if you've missed those. So yay. Well, happy spooky season again. We've said that before, but it still is. And
have fun out there. Be safe out there.
Yes. All right. Till next time. Bye.
Bye.